Cody Collier, how are you, brother?
Great. How we doing, Leonard?
I'm doing great, man. Hey, the Hoosier. Um, what an event
Oh
with
yeah.
the suspicion of rain. Then maybe it was going to rain. Then it did rain, and then it was going to clear, and then it didn't clear, and then it just kept raining.
Yep. Kept us on our toes all day. Yeah, I no, it looked good, all day Friday, and then I went to bed Friday night. I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and it was raining Saturday morning, I guess at that point. So I was like, all right, this will be interesting. It just kept raining, kept raining all the way through the youth start, and then I believe it stopped during the youth race, and it just poured all over those poor kids. So the youth race was very interesting in the morning. A lot of bottlenecks, a lot of mayhem. You didn't see a first row rider finish until 10th overall.
Wow.
A lot of
Wow.
mayhem youth race.
Well, it was kind of mayhem throughout the whole day if you start looking at the finishes and the classes and everything that went on. You were telling me that you had some stuff happen with you riding. You and Brandon were having a good race, and then why don't you just get into what went on with you?
Yeah, no, I mean we'll start off in the youth race. No, give shout out to those guys real quick. No, yeah, my buddy Landon Glauda got the overall from the second row. The second row took top four overall, so Landon got the overall, and then you had Chase Rayburn in second, and then Evan Leisure in third. And there was a bunch of 250 riders filling out the rest of that top 10 with Gracie Wolf in sixth overall from the girls class.
Really?
Oh
Do
yeah,
do you know why the front row guys had so much issues?
just bottlenecks and kids stuck and mayhem. They're trying to pick the way around it. Maybe got stuck not picking the best lines, and the people behind them got the benefit from that.
Really? And that's another Galata?
Yep. There's a third. There's like four of them. Then you got Jamie who takes pictures. Jameson, Jamie
Wow.
photography. So the whole family's involved.
Wow. Man, I didn't know there were that many of them.
Yep. Yeah. Junior in the XC1 class, and you got James Glauda in the XC2, Landon in the second row, the YXC2 class in the morning, and then Jameson takes photos for a bunch of racers.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So it's a whole family affair. That's really cool. Um, in the youth class, you said that the first front row person was like 10th overall.
Yeah. Noah Likens got 10th overall, won the YXC1 class, but finished 10th overall.
That doesn't happen very often at all.
No, very rare. So
Wow, man.
crazy that morning.
So did that put anything into your mind when that was happening? How crazy it was going to be for you guys?
No, the 4x4 just keep chugging. I haven't tried to go somewhere and it hasn't got stuck yet. So wasn't really an issue for the 4x4 guys at least.
I did see a picture with it looked like a fenced area where maybe you went over like a little culvert and there was a machine that went over the fence and was
Mhm.
stuck in mud.
Yeah, I seen that screenshot today.
I don't know who
Yeah,
that
I
was.
squirrely over the bridge and sending a little too hard.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. And they were just
Yeah,
standing there like, what am I going to do?
yeah, you're buried. Wait on the tow rope.
Oh, wow. If somebody in the rules, if somebody tows you out, is that legal?
I think someone can get you unstuck, but if they go to tow you back to pits, that's illegal.
Then you're done.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
they'll call the number before they tow you into your pits, but they can like hook up to you and pull you out, but not back to your trailer.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, you missed out on all the excitement. I don't know if you caught it in the Wednesday show. Everybody's giving me grief about my nose.
No, I didn't see that. What's going on there?
You can't even hardly tell now, can you?
No, not at all.
I got in a fight with this big old fierce animal that I have that she
Mm-hmm.
weighs about 4 pounds, and she just didn't take kindly to me messing with her treats and let me know.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Stuck my face where I shouldn't have when she was telling me don't touch her treats, and And it looked way worse than it actually is. My wife's been putting this honey stuff on it, and it you know 1 2 more days and it'll probably be like it never happened.
Yeah, yeah. No, that good thing your wife's got the remedy. Yeah, never get between a dog and his food, that's for sure.
Oh man, no, I can get between her and her food bowl. It was her treat, the little chew treats.
Dog in their bone, dog in their bone.
Yeah,
But
she flipped out. It was crazy. But it got a little exciting and made a beautiful Saturday evening with my wife. Not so beautiful, but that happened. So I had all the excitement while you guys got to go and have fun in the mud. Um, when you were out there, you text me and said that you had a little issue. What went on with you during the race?
oh, just trusted the berm a little bit too much. Blew right over it, caught a tree, spun me around. Uh, yeah, no, but no, to start off the race before we get there, got a decent start, and Frazier started to walk away from us, and I was third behind Jenkins, and Jenkins seen Frazier pulling and let me around. Try to keep him honest, and no, I kept Frazier honest that first lap, and I caught him at the beginning of that second lap. There's a lapper stopped in the middle of the track, and Frazier had nowhere to go. It was into a single line fence section. So I had to wait on the lapper there. So roll up on him there, waited for the lapper. We got back going. I think I made it 2 corners, and then there's like a downhill with a tree and a berm. I tried to like hook the berm and like hip around the tree and blew out the berm and caught the tree with my rear tire and spun me around. And I got spun around in a really bad spot, and it took me a second to get spun back around, and gave Frazier too much of a gap. And with all the lappers and all the mayhem we had, I was just never able to really pull him in. I think we are running a pretty even pace and had our sections where we were faster, but I think lappers played a good role in it.
So he had a good ride, and the one mistake cost you a possible chance at a win.
Yeah, because I was there at that point. I could have picked up on his lines and stuff and been there and had my stuff going on. Frazier always rides good at that Ironman facility, and yeah, good. I had a good day myself. Just that one mistake. I felt like lappers were pretty good. We just kind of kept each other honest. Third lap, I got into a bad group of them in a bad spot and couldn't get around any of them, and lost a little bit of time that second to last lap. But no, good day for both of us. Just got the better of me.
And Mickelson got third.
Yep, yep. Him and Jenkins had a really good battle going on.
Nice, nice.
So,
It seemed like it was a good race all in all, and a lot of stuff was going on, but the racing was good.
yeah, racing was really good. That battle was great. I heard the WXC battle was really good for the most part. Her Chloe had an issue early and picked her way back through the pack and still got second. Jessica got the win in WXC, and then Hannah was the third.
And Caitlin was down in the order.
Yep. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, she got a finish. I think she got eighth, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I didn't get to see a lot of information on it. I don't know. Did Jess get the whole shot?
No, I think Brotherly did. McKenna Brotherly got the whole
Okay,
shot,
but it
but
didn't
I think
take.
Jess was up there on the
Yeah, she
start.
must have been close to the front, because I don't think she was contested much, was she?
No, she got sixth overall, and I think Chloe got like 11th or 12th.
Okay,
So big gap there.
right. Chloe wouldn't have had issues on the beginning. They might have been a closer race.
For sure. I think that was difference. If I would have made that mistake and at least, stayed with them early through the lappers and stuff, it would have been a race, but just gave them too much time early.
Well, it happens. I mean, you keep telling me that there's so many things that happen in an XC race that just because you get a whole shot or have a great first lap doesn't mean that you're going to be there at the end of that race with all of the different people out there and the duration of time. So many things can happen.
Oh yeah, just that lapper being sitting there. Frazier lost probably. I was like 15 seconds behind him at the time, so I gained 15 seconds on Frazier, and we probably both sat there for another 15, 20 seconds.
Man, that's got to be a little frustrating, doesn't it?
That is what it is. It's part of it. So it's wrong place, wrong time. It's just that's racing.
Do you ever get, agitated with it, or do you just take that chance to relax and catch a breath and then continue riding?
Oh, there's a difference between wrong place, wrong time, and someone doing something stupid. I'll get a little agitated if flapper does something, uh, block me or something. That gets irritating. But if rider's stuck, broke down, just makes a mistake, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering how that broke down for you when you were sitting there, if you were, what was going through your mind at that point,
Oh, you just kind of shake your head and move on. Just try to, how do I get around this? Move on to the next.
right?
No, no, we just, I was thinking about going around the fence, and Frazier just said, "Hold on, just wait a second." So we both just waited and took back off.
Oh, you guys communicated with each other at that point?
We do a lot in those kind of situations. We'll be out front, and there'll be like a bunch of lappers stuck everywhere, and we'll look at each other and try to like think, okay, let's like we both want to be fair and not like cut the track or do anything. Don't want to screw each other in a weird situation like that. We're trying to race fair.
Well, that's, that at the end of it, that's really good that you guys can do that.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's you have that respect, I think, at a certain level. So
Fierce battle, and be able to take the time to nod to your competitor, and make sure that you guys are on the same page about about how to handle the situation on the race course to benefit you both in the long run.
yeah, we just want the race to continue. Just because there's a bunch of mayhem going on, we want the race to continue and move on with our day. So I think at Tennessee, we look back at each other 5 or 6 times in bottlenecks.
Nice.
So
Nice. In the afternoon race, it was kind of a crazy XC2 class.
yeah, yeah, crazy XC2 class and a crazy XC1 class.
Well, we'll get to the XC1 class there in a minute, but um, Brandon Owens won it, and he's only raced 2 races all year.
Yep, yep.
He's got a sixth and a first. Um, and some of your front runners were in the back, and we have a new points leader.
Yeah, crazy how it works. Happens quick. Yeah,
Great.
no, from Brandon Owens, he got himself on that Brent Sturdivant racing program and seems to be liking his new home. So
Well,
he name that crossed my head when I was thinking about the podiums list, but just wanted to see it before I said something. But no, he's kid's always had talent, always had crazy speed, and glad to see him putting it together. And he got 7th overall, I believe, from that XC2 class.
that's outstanding. Do you think that Owens is going to be a regular now?
I believe so. Yeah, he seems to be serious about his new program, and looks like they're going to be coming to a lot of them, if not all of them.
Well, with putting that win underneath there, that's really going to do something for him. Um, your top four in points did change. James Galata moved himself up into third in points with a fourth.
Yeah, consistent ride. Didn't get a good start, but picked his way through the pack.
Well, yeah, he's been pretty consistent most of the races. He had 2 rounds, round 2 and 3, where he was just inside the top 10, but everything else has been pretty close to the podium. He's got 3/3 and a fourth.
Yeah, he struggles, and he's not. He struggles a little bit in Florida in the sand, and then Georgia was just kind of a survival day. Weird race.
Well, he seemed to like it here at the Hoosier because he was in fourth. Um, you know, old Mr. Consistent Eller, put himself on the podium in second. I don't know what that guy needs to do to win more, but he sure is consistent.
Yeah, no, he's always there. Just it's tough to win any race. The fact that he's always there, he's putting himself in the right spot. So just keep doing what you're doing, and things will fall together here soon.
Right. And Keys got third.
Yep, called that one, didn't I? Yeah, my boy Donald.
Yes,
Oh,
you did.
it's good to see. Good to see. He stuck it out. He came from the back of the pack as well. I think he was 6 or so early and made it happen.
It's hard when you look through the order that some of the normals, you know, Kenny Schick.
Yep, yep.
He's normally in the back, and his best finish in the beginning of the year was fifth, and he's got another fifth. So, he must really like those muddy conditions, you know.
Yeah, he's been XC2 veteran himself. He's been in class for a long time. Looking for him to start putting things together and being a consistent podium guy. He's been I think he was second early for a long time at the Hoosier, and just got to put that last hour together.
That's, that's what it takes is learning how to manage the longevity of time, the mental fatigue, and then not making bad choices when you get tired. But yeah, the huge shakeup, with the new points leader, and Alex dropped into an 11th. That's his worst finish of the year. He's still second in points. He's only 3 points out of the lead, so it's not like he's out of the running. But Braxton Gross hurt himself pretty bad with two bad races in a row, a 10th and
Yeah.
an 18th. He's dug himself a hole, and he's gonna have to work hard to dig himself out.
Yep. Nope. This is his first year in coming out here to the East Coast and trying the GNCCs out. So going to be a lot of learning curves for him.
I think so. I mean, I'm still impressed with the fact that he put himself on the podium, the top of the podium twice. But you know, he's got to learn, and I think the mud really got to him in this race. You know,
Yeah.
where
I started raining. I'm sure that messed with him for sure. Just the added rain onto the track and having to adjust the conditions.
yeah, he's doing real well on the West Coast too. He's not that far. He's 16 points out of the lead with 4 rounds to go. It's doable, but not probable. I mean, it is doable, but it's not likely. He
Put
needs.
together a couple wins. Put together a couple of wins. Put the pressure on.
Yeah, and he's doing that. I think he's got more wins than anybody else this year. He just doesn't have. He has that one bad finish or no finish, where he didn't get the points, and yeah, that hurt him. Um, the pro class, wow, what a difference. I don't know exactly. I want you to explain it to me. What happened with Bryson? Was a line infraction that he
Yeah.
knew that he made?
Yeah.
Is that
So he was penalized for missing a double mark placard. So whenever there's these candy cane red and white striped placards and you have to go between them, they use them in different spots to kind of funnel you in for different reasons. And there's a section of the track that had one, and I imagine there's a lap rider on a previous lap that was stuck or broke down there or something, and people went around the placards and ripped down the banners, and it became a good line. And I imagine Bryson just hit that from muscle memory and noticed the candy cane placard at the last second. And from what he was saying, he slowed down at the end, and any advantage he gained, he allowed Walker to close back in and took back off in front of Walker. So he tried to do the right thing, but it was too late.
right? I understand. He did say he had a great ride. He enjoyed the race. Made a bad choice with that, and with the mud and the lappers, it gave the other guys a chance to close in on him, and that's how Walker got him. Was just a line choice, and Walker's a very smart, wily rider, and one bobble, and you let him get that close, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, no, lappers were a problem for every race all day. So lappers seemed to be a theme of it, and Bryson got a decent gap early, and they robbed him of that gap and allowed Walker to get back close. And Walker took advantage of the situation. There's videos of it everywhere on GNCC and different pages, but of Walker's pass on Bryson is really good. He just squares him up on the moto track and takes up all the track. Puts Bryson right into the berms, high sides, and Bryson almost gets stuck, and Walker makes the pass for the lead with like half a mile to go, maybe.
Wow, just a well thought out move. That all that cagey experience that he has. I really want you to talk to me about this individual, because we've briefly talked about him a little bit, but we haven't really got in depth. And I don't know some of these guys well enough to really comment. But Wyatt Wilkin, it took me a little bit to see who it was on the podium and figure out that that was him. Um, what do you know about him personally? Because he's doing really, really well.
Yeah, no, he's just a motivated kid. He's putting everything together and doing all the right things. Got a great program behind him. His dad's, Josh is super supportive and wants nothing but the best for Wyatt, and they've got him with a great program, and he's happy, and things are working for him.
How young of a guy is he? I know I think this is his second year.
Yeah, this is his second year in XC1. I believe he's 23, 24, I would say.
So he's still got a long ways to go um, in his career.
Oh yeah, but no, he's putting it together here early.
Abney got to ride and got a fifth.
Yep, Miss Merrick with no Abney. Yeah, Abney with the fifth. Yeah, great ride. Him and Merrick were in a great battle for that fifth place spot for most of the day, and Abney was able to pull it out on that last lap.
Yeah, I briefly texted it back and forth with him. What happened to Junior?
Blown motor.
Really?
Yep, no thing. It happens.
Yeah, it doesn't happen that often.
It happens. Happens to the best of us. So
Yeah, that's a bummer for him. Do you know where he was running when it happened?
I think he was running decent. I think he got a pretty good start. So where I was watching on the first lap, he didn't make it there, so I didn't see where he was at early.
Okay. And the old Gator got fourth.
Yep. Him and Wilkin were in a good battle early.
Nice. So Wilkin, McGill, and Merritt were battling back and forth quite a bit, and Abney.
Wilkin and McGill kind of separated themselves, and then Walker and Bryson separated themselves.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a gap between the three groups.
Just trying to keep a good idea of where everybody was. It's kind of a bummer for John Galata. He's a talented guy. I feel bad for him because I think that he's just missing something.
He's just riding through injury and gotta get his flow and confidence back. So,
do you know how his arm is?
He seems fine. Doesn't complain about it from what I hear. So,
yeah. I'd really like to get a closer look at to know really how he's doing.
I think give him a couple of races, just let him do his thing, not have any mistakes to get through the day. So I think he'll be all right by snowshoe.
Right.
Got to give him a couple good rides. He'll be all right.
That's awesome. That was exciting. It was an exciting race. The weather came into play. The lappers came into play because of the weather. The one thing that we didn't talk about a whole lot, what is it like when that place is dry? Would there be just as much mayhem, or is it a much more streamlined, faster race?
Not as many people stuck, but the way people group when it's dry is crazy. The mud's kind of a separator to an extent as far as like people grouping up goes. But in a dusty race, people can group up really bad. And with the amount of people that usually race there, you can have multiple strings of 10, 12 flappers.
Oh, so you could struggle just as bad in a dry race versus the mud race.
Different struggles, but they're every race has its thing. Every race has its own variables and things going on.
And I've been talking a lot about the GNCC stuff with other racers in other series, just to get their take on why it's so popular. And I think one of the things that makes it so popular is because so many different things can happen in that 2 hour race, with lead changes and lappers and weather conditions, and the machines. It just makes it exciting. And all of you guys just seem so passionate about going out there and riding.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It keeps you on your toes, like I was saying, just all the different things that could happen. You're just always excited. I love it. I can't speak for anyone else, but uh, I don't think I'll ever stop.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, brother. Thank you so much. And to everybody that raced the Hoosier, congratulations for finishing. Even if you didn't, congratulations for being there. I get excited every time I get to talk to you, Cody, because I really enjoy all the things I get to read about, the videos that come out, the reports that people are putting out. I'm trying to stay on top of as much as I can. But gosh, I'm more and more impressed with you guys every time I get to see one of these events. And yes, I will be getting to one live as soon as I can work some things out. But I just don't want to come in the mud. So
No, they're
I want to
definitely not.
guarantee dry race.
Yeah, yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Yeah. No, no. There's dozens of local series across the East Coast, and you go to them, and then I grew up racing those, and then you finally go to a national, and it's nothing compares. Uh, the layout of it's totally different than like any MX national. The amount of people with campers themselves that are staying, it's just different.